MC. Yeah, oh yeah. It's that boom bap, MC hip hop.
Self-destruction, you're headed for self-destruction. Self-destruction, you're headed for self-destruction. Self-destruction, you're headed for self-destruction. Self-destruction, you're headed for self-destruction.
Alright, so listen. When the most creative force in the universe decided to manifest itself in human form, what did it look like? Think about that for a second. When the most high creative force in the universe decided to come into flesh, what did it look like? It looked like you, and later on down the line it started looking like me. But I know where I'm rooted from, and I love where I'm rooted from. So if we follow ourselves back to our origin, we see the Creator face to face. So since we see the Creator face to face, when you see your reflection, respect and love the Creator.
Teach, brother, teach.
Jamil Battle, ladies and gentlemen.
Excuse me, my name is Jamil Battle, and I'm up here, right? I'm sharing with you a letter that I wrote to my brother because, yes, he was killed in the city of Newark. I'm up here sharing with you a story. A letter to my brother because he was killed in the city of Newark, on the streets on Myrtle Ave in Irvington. Dear Khalil Marquise Battle, my brother, my half, my protector, your death is a nightmare no brother can overcome. I remember you saying, bro, be good in school, do the right thing, make your mother happy. I guess that was a life changer for me, watching my brother, a 19-year-old, in a casket. No one knew that you were in the gang. No one knew that you robbed. No one knew that you steal. But for what? Peer pressure. So now every day I pray for the safer route, without a doubt that God will keep me covered. And more importantly, I wake up with determination to succeed and to do whatever is necessary, and believe education is the key.
Anybody got a loved one that has been lost? Rest in peace. Say their name. 1, 2, 3. Rest in peace. One more time. If you have a loved one that's been lost and you want to pay honor, on the count of 3, I'm going to say rest in peace. You say their name. 1, 2, 3. Rest in peace. Yeah. Need that? Podium. Bashir. Newark Anti-Violence Coalition, like I said, been putting it down for the last, 4 years, 5 years? 4 years. And I had a long talk with one of my big brothers who told me how the Newark Anti-Violence Coalition kind of got inspired, right? And I was told it got inspired by a phone call that my brother Trench put out to DeLacy, then DeLacy to Raz Baraka, then Raz Baraka to all the members of the Newark Anti-Violence Coalition. And that's inspiration for me because my brother Trench is such an important part of this community, and he's such an inspiration for me as a hip-hop artist to know that hip-hop stays connected to the street, stays connected to the people. That's very, very important. And the Newark Anti-Violence Coalition has been doing a great job keeping that ball rolling, moving it, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But we got a lot to do to support their great work. And with that, I want to pass the mic to my brother Bashir Akinyele. Yes.
All right.
All right, we're going to do this like NABC style. I need y'all to put y'all black fists and brown fists and white fists, everybody's fists in the air. Everybody's fists in the air. Everybody say this. Stop the shooting.
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 Stop the killing.
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 Stop the violence.
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 Black power.
Black power.
Black power. Black power. Black power. All power to the people.
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 Hotep.
Hotep.
Hotep means peace in ancient Egyptian. Hotep.
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 Peace.
Peace.
In the streets.
In the streets.
Peace. In the streets. Peace. In the streets. Give yourselves a strong hand, brothers and sisters. We are not going to be long, but we're going to be strong. Let me say that one more time. We are not going to be long, but we're going to be strong today. Today is the day we be strong today. And today is the day that we declare that violence must end citywide. So again, give yourselves a strong hand. The Newark Anti-Violence Coalition formed July 20th, 2009, when Nikisha Allen, a mother from Carmel Towers and Elizabeth Amika, was shot, innocently shot and killed while she was coming home, when she was coming from a store, and the call was made by our big brother, I'm gonna say that one more time, our big brother, soon to be mayor of the city of Newark, Brother Raz Baraka. Let's get it straight to death. Let's get it straight to death. Brother Raz Baraka, this brother's been on the scene for a long time. He ain't no damn politician. He ain't no damn politician. That brother's been speaking about police brutality, about classism, racism, organizing young people for power for a long time. So let's give it up to our brother Raz Baraka. Love that brother. No damn politician. He made the call for this. And we took to the streets on July 22nd, 2009. And from that Wednesday, we blocked traffic. I said, Raz, I said, my brother, we did the prayer vigils and the candlelight vigils. I'm tired of it. He said, no, brother, we going in the streets. We going inconvenience folk. We going to block traffic. And that's what we've been doing for over 200 weeks here in the city of Newark. Some of y'all mad as hell at us because we have been blocking the traffic so you can't go home, you can't go to your family. It's because these victims have been inconvenienced when they are shot and killed in the streets of Newark, brothers and sisters. So real talk, real quick. Violence that's plaguing our communities is a result of neglected American political policies, brothers and sisters. Meaning what? No jobs, lack of education, right? Black self-hatred, racism, white supremacy, and COINTELPRO. We always forget about COINTELPRO. We're not talking about Illuminati. This is a real organization called COINTELPRO, counterintelligence program that destroyed people like Malcolm, killed them. Malcolm, Martin Luther King, the original Black Panther Party. These brothers and sisters were organizing the gangs. They were organizing the brothers and sisters on the block.
Now, I'm gonna keep it 100. This is just me, right? This is just me. I'm not representing the group. This is just me. I love organization. I love organization. Organization and system. That's how we overcome chaos. It's through organization and system. When we want to create anything, we need a plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. All right, we know that, right? And in doing so, we build organization. There is nothing ever wrong with organization except when the organization is not being used for the health and the growth of the community. All right. Now, the next brother I bring up represents a very strong and powerful organization, right? I want him to come up and represent him and what he represents, right? Keep in mind, organization is key. Brother Jawi, please come up and represent. Put your hands together, round of applause for the brother Jawi.
Can y'all hear me? Before I get started, it was imperative that I said that. It's imperative that I said that I think we should give ourselves a round of applause for everybody that just showed up. I really came here today with just one message to say from a guy who's been out here in Newark, New Jersey, one of the big homies, one of the founders of starting this blood thing out here in Jersey, that I actually just realized maybe 2 or 3 years ago that what we actually doing out here is we leaving and giving birth to a generation of single parent mothers, because we out here actually killing ourselves. The message I came here with is directly to the gang members. And that message is that whether you're 16, 26, or 36, a man's first priority is to protect their household. While we in jail and killing each other, I want to leave you with who's left out here to protect our women.
My name is Tyrone Muhammad, president of Morticians That Care, funeral director here in New Jersey. We're just out here in the city of Newark to bury the violence. We just got off the stage and we was just pretty much, man, just getting right to the point, being just graphic as we want to be. See, in this day and time, man, as a funeral director, we can no longer keep it behind closed doors. We can no longer be silent when we seeing our people being butchered and murdered, man, in the streets, man. So as a funeral director, I have an organization called Morticians That Care, and we are trying to do our part in stopping the violence. See, I don't think people get it when they see, when they come into the funeral home and they see the person looking peaceful. They see them looking like they're asleep and like the bullet wounds is covered up. See, before you see that, I see you when you first come in the funeral home. I see you gutted. I see all your viscera, your organs going, your brain going, your heart, your liver, your kidneys gone, man. And you nothing but a shell. So, and then what I do, take you from a coal environment, put you on a coal embalming table, and put coal embalming fluid on you, man. And then what I do, I dress you and give you back to your mother. And here is your mother, she don't even have enough money to bury you, man. So I can understand young people, if you want to get in the casket that bad, do you want to get in the casket that bad, man? Do you want to know how many people gonna come to your funeral? Is that what it is? Do you want to know how many people that's gonna come in and sign the register book? Do you want to see what your damn program and prayer card look like? Man, come on, man. So we saying that we pleading to you, stop the violence, man. Stop being a part of the same people that destroying and annihilate the whole race of powerful people, man. And if anything that we can do here to help out the cause, and we need to come to another city, just call on Brother Muhammad, and we'll be there. Peace and blessings. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
I'm giving you that 5,000. A lot of our young brothers will be buried as indigents. Buried as indigents. So what I gotta do, after I sew you back up, we call it ligature, but with the suture around, I gotta sew you back up. But if you don't have that viscera, I gotta stuff you with newspaper. Damn it, I'll tell you, I done read more Daily News and Star Legends in the damn brain skull cap, man. We packed the body with newspaper, and I know this. Funeral homes ain't gonna like me to tell you, but Muhammad is followed by Farrakhan, nigga, and I ain't scared of no damn body. This is what we gotta do. And if you don't like what I say, well, damn, you take it to your God. But Muhammad was born to speak truth to power. And after we sew you back up with that newspaper or your viscera, your brain is going. I gotta stuff newspaper in your head to keep your skull cap from slipping when you're laying in the casket. And then I gotta patch up your bullet wounds. And then the clothes that you give me that we should be using for you to graduate with, I'm burying you in that. And guess what? I give you back to your mother. I give you back to your mother. See, that's why on that YouTube, the aftermath about being about that life, I caught a little flat, but it's all good. See, because if we're going to be honest, we got to step up. It's right happened right here. Same person right here. This brother was shot in the neck. Now this is the 15-year-old right here. 15-year-old. This is real. This is what it's about. That's why y'all sitting back eating your goddamn honey buns and drinking your quarter juices. No, man, come back, man. You up here blaming these young brothers? You can't do that, parents. You can't do that, elders. You can't blame the young people, damn it. You left them no way out. When you was fighting with civil rights, when you was marching with Martin Luther King, when you was standing strong with Elijah Muhammad, you fell asleep because you got a few jobs from the white man. Oh, yes, you did. You got a little PhD and a damn master's in the bachelor, and you forgot about the struggle. So now our young people, they go to these schools and they miseducate them. Don't teach them nothing. And then they kick them out of the school. Now to stay out of school, they get frustrated. They feel hopeless. They feel rage, man. And so what happens next? What happens next, family? Then they go on and start picking up the CIA drugs and the CIA guns. Think that over. And then after that comes self-black hatred. Then after that, then Muhammad get him.
My name is Just Ice, a man, not a prankster. I was known as the gangster, but believe me, that is no fun. The time is now to unite everyone. You don't have to be soft to be for peace. Robbing and killing and murdering is the least. You don't have to be chained by the beast. But party people, it's time I release.
To be hip means to be updated and relevant. Hop is a form of movement. You can't just observe a hop, you gotta hop up and do it. So real hip hop is intelligent movement. If it's not intelligent, if it's not moving us anywhere, it ain't real hip hop. That said, there's a sister here, a woman who represents hip hop to the fullest. And she's doing some powerful things in the North community for the young sisters, for the young brothers too, but especially the young sisters. Next up to the mic is the queen, Ra Digger. Make some noise for Ra Digger, y'all. Digger, Digger.
Mic check, 1, 2. Can y'all hear me in the back? Okay. I need to make sure everybody hear what I got to say, because I got a lot to say. Brick City, how we doing? All right, well, as you all know, my name is Rashia Fisher, but most people refer to me as Rod Digger, female rapper from Busta Rhymes Flip Mode Squad. Or you might have seen me in the scary movie 13 Ghosts. It's coming on every day right now for October Fright Month. But I'm not here to glorify that facet of my life. I'm here as a long-time resident, born and raised here in this beautiful city of North New Jersey. And I'm witnessing some heartbreaking things. Can I take a minute to air some dirty laundry, please? Can we talk about it? Okay. Every time I turn on the news, I see another death. I've taken my teenage daughter to more funerals in the past 2 years than I've been to in my entire life. And that is a sign that this generation is in serious trouble. We got parents blaming politicians, video games, rap music, Happy Meals, the hormones in the chicken, everything that's wrong in the world for what's going on with our kids. But we gotta take accountability. We have to. And to some extent, you're probably right. As a musician myself, I'll be the first to say, I don't agree with all the messages I'm hearing in music right now. And pop culture is definitely showing signs of a society devoid in morals and discipline. I never thought I'd see the day where I didn't want my daughter to listen to rap music. Never thought I'd see that day. I'm starting to sound like my own mother. I'm telling my child, you know, your music ain't about nothing. When we was coming up, we had messages in our music. I'm really starting to sound like my own parents now. But I will say this. The one thing that has not changed about rap music, and that is that it is the voice of the young people everywhere. So if the messages that we're hearing in music is so unbearable to listen to that we don't even want to listen to the radio anymore, then imagine the world that our kids are living in as unlivable. It's a direct correlation. The worst thing in the world that could have happened to us parents is when the law stepped in and decided to dictate to us how we discipline our kids. They removed religion out of our lives. We got kids in school acting like they don't have any home training. We got teachers afraid of the principals. Principals scared of the superintendent. Superintendent scared of the school board. School board scared of the parents. Parents scared of the children. And the children ain't scared of no damn body. Okay?
Putting on a rally to bury the violence in this city. We've been plagued with a lot of senseless murders, for a while now, and a lot of the community leaders and artists have just decided to come together today and say, hey, enough is enough. We need to bring awareness to the problem, so hopefully we can start coming up with solutions for it. A couple of solutions I came up with: njdancenetwork.org, which is a community center that I'm trying to put together that will focus on the performing arts. It'll be free for all the residents here of Newark, as well as surrounding cities. It's not just a Newark thing, I hope to expand it throughout all cities of New Jersey. And what I want to do is get the kids off the street. We know they love to dance, they love to make their little YouTube videos. So why don't we do something that they're passionate about and turn it into a situation where they can create, a life or a job for themselves. So that's basically, in short, what this organization is about. njdancenetwork.org. I have a fundraiser going on right now on Indiegogo. So please, it only takes $1. I'm not asking for much. Anything you can afford, even if you want to volunteer your time and your services, it would be gratefully appreciated, because our kids need it. They are, they're growing up in a world that's, devoid of a lot of things. Discipline being one of them, morals being another one of them. So we got to get them, we got to get them focused on something. If they're not getting trained at home, they're going to get trained when they bring their asses here. How about that? So thank you for supporting, and, Brick City, I love you. Digga digga, all day.
The Word was with God, and the Word was. Now the science behind that is everything is in constant movement. Everything is vibration. Vibrations make sounds. Everything emits a sound. God is with us every single day. By changing our vibrations and how we speak to one another, we can change the whole community with the Word. Now the deeper science is you are the Word, because everything emits sound. So when the Most High creative force decided to manifest itself in human form, it carried a vibration. We carry that vibration. In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. That said, our next presenter is a special young lady, a 15-year-old who's been doing a lot of work as an activist, but she also got bars. When Rick Ross put out the song with the date rape line, she organized New York City City Council to do a press conference in a, what do you call those, change.org, a petition, so Rick Ross can kind of feel some pressure. And she's a big reason why Rick Ross had to change his whole movement. So with that said, I want to bring up the next sister, Nene Ali, spoken word poet, Nene Ali. Give a round of applause.
How y'all doing?
All right.
Come on, I know y'all can do better than that. I said, how y'all doing?
All right.
That's more like it. I was at war with myself when I wrote this piece. I love you so much that I decided to recite this piece. At the end of this piece, I guarantee you a promise of peace. Warmongers go to war to settle their thirst for economic upward mobility. The same can also be said for Bloods, Crips, and MS-13s. They put work in the hood for capitalism just in order to get rich. So now you tell me, how is that any different from the secular violence in the Congo? After all, the United States isn't the only country with the hood. Urban city kids aren't the only kids with the mentalities that it's so good. While in these hard economic times, funeral services never been so good. It seems as if we're comfortable showing our tail, while we have an entire network new route and hold government responsible and demand that the hood get an economic bailout. Religious leaders can't condemn black people to a place they already reside in. And I understand the mechanics of oppression. Your oppressor will pervert you to the point where you're an instrument of your own oppression. So hear me clearly. It's all good to promote war in inner city neighborhoods. So the CIA pushed crack to blacks. Young kids got money, so now they have to be strapped. They ran out and flooded the hood with gats. And it's so common to hear at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, rat-a-tat-tat. And a universal record label that's pricked to promote gangster rap. It's no wonder why my pen is bulletproof, why my tongue is Teflon, and why my words are like hollow point bullets piercing through the truth. We need to amend the Second Amendment because funeral services and the NRA, in my opinion, are one of the same economic upward mobilities. So who do they claim? If we know our history, we would know that Willie Lynch is to blame. His words ring true to this very day. 300 years later, we are still slaves. Pants sagging, gun clapping, chip stacking, woman slapping. There's a lack of black movie producers in Hollywood, so why we be acting as if genocide is a form of keeping it real? Which is why I want to appeal to the human in you. Because this is what it takes for peace. So I'm going to take a piece. And at the end of this piece, I guaranteed you a promise of peace. These are my words and this is my voice. And we really do have a choice. We can either live in it or we can rest in it. But by most accounts necessary, we will have it. Peace.
15 seconds I would like to have while I'm calling a roll call. 15 seconds of silence while I do this roll call. This is 3 months of death in North. October 15, October 14, October 13, October 13, October 13, October 13, October 13, October 12, October 11, October 11, October 10, October 9, October 7, October 5th, October 5th, October 5th, October 4th, October 4th, October 30th, October 3rd, October 3rd, October 2nd, October 1st, October 1st, September the 27th, September the 27th, September the 27th, September the 27th, September the 25th, September the 24th, September the 22nd, September the 21st, September the 20th. My 15 seconds is up because I'll be up here for 20 minutes to read the list.
Thank you.